Have you ever caught yourself wondering if she's feeling it too? You know, that invisible electricity in the air when your eyes meet, when she laughs a little too long, when her body lingers just a bit closer than before. It's subtle, it's quiet, but it's there. The truth is, women are masters of subtlety. They're taught from a young age to control their signals, to not reveal too much too soon. So even when she's secretly aroused, even when her heart's racing and her thoughts are wandering somewhere she can't say out loud, she's not going to come right out and tell you. She'll show you, just not in the ways most men expect. And that's what makes this so fascinating. Because attraction isn't always about what's visible. It's about energy. It's about micro expressions, shifts in tone, body language cues so small you'd miss them if you weren't paying attention. But when you do notice them, suddenly everything changes. You start to see what's really happening beneath her composed surface. Now, before you start imagining this as some kind of trick or seduction technique, let's get something straight. This isn't about manipulation. This is about understanding human chemistry, the way her body naturally reacts when she's drawn to you. It's about respect, awareness, and emotional intelligence. See, when a woman is secretly aroused, her body and her emotions stop working separately. They merge. Her breath shifts, her voice softens, her eyes linger. Her energy feels different, charged, alive, magnetic. You might not be able to explain it, but you can feel it. And that's exactly what I'm going to help you understand today. The 5 hidden signs that she's secretly aroused, the cues that most men overlook. The quiet signals that reveal when she's not just attracted, but emotionally awakened by your presence. By the end of this, you won't just notice attraction, you'll understand it. You'll be able to sense when the air between you changes, when tension builds, when her guard drops, even if she says nothing at all. So stay with me, because what we're about to explore isn't about lust, it's about connection. The kind that lives in every look, every pause, every unspoken heartbeat between two people who feel something real. When a woman is secretly aroused, one of the first places it shows without her realizing is in her voice. It's one of the most intimate giveaways because her voice is tied directly to her emotional and physiological state. You don't have to be a scientist to notice it. When she's around someone she's drawn to, her tone changes, it softens, it slows, it becomes richer, smoother, almost musical. You see, when a woman feels desire, her parasympathetic nervous system activates, and that affects everything from her breathing to her vocal cords. Her voice tends to drop slightly in pitch, creating that velvety, husky tone that sounds effortlessly feminine. But it's not a performance. She's not consciously trying to sound sexy. It's just her body reacting to how she feels in the moment. Imagine this. You're talking to her. Maybe the conversation is casual, work, travel, or a funny story, and then something shifts. She leans in slightly, her eyes catch yours, and suddenly her words seem to linger in the air. There's a pause between sentences that wasn't there before. Her laugh is softer, her tone is warmer. That's not coincidence, that's chemistry. This change in voice is her subconscious expressing comfort, openness, and intrigue. It's a sign she's letting her guard down, even if only for a moment. And here's where most men get it wrong. They rush it, they interrupt the energy, trying to steer the conversation or show off confidence, when what actually amplifies attraction is stillness. When her tone shifts, when her words become slower or more deliberate, that's your cue to slow yourself down. Lower your own voice slightly, reduce the pace, and match her rhythm. This creates a mirrored energy, a shared frequency between you and her. And in that space, desire builds. There's something primal about two voices aligning in tone and pace. It creates an unconscious harmony, a kind of emotional resonance. It's what we call vocal mirroring, and it's a powerful psychological connector. When she feels that you're in sync with her energy, she feels seen, not through your eyes, but through your presence. Think about how intimate a whisper can feel. Why? Because it's personal, it's slow, it draws you in. When a woman's voice begins to carry that same kind of softness with you, it's not just because of what you're saying, it's because of who you are in that moment. She feels emotionally safe, and safety is the foundation of female desire. You'll notice too that when a woman is secretly aroused, her words sometimes falter, not because she's shy, but because her body is processing multiple emotions at once. She might repeat herself, lose her train of thought, or giggle unexpectedly. It's not nervousness, it's a natural overflow of energy in those moments. Don't try to fill the silence, just stay present. Smile, hold her gaze. That silence isn't awkward, it's magnetic. It's in that pause where both of you feel the weight of what's unspoken. And remember, this isn't about playing detective or decoding signals like a game. It's about being attuned. Attraction, when it's genuine, isn't loud. It's subtle. It's in the way her words slow down, the warmth that seeps into her tone, the quiet between your sentences that feels like electricity. So next time you hear that shift, don't rush it. Let it unfold. Because that change in her voice isn't just sound, it's her subconscious whispering what her words won't say out loud. I feel something here. That's when you know the connection has moved from conversation to chemistry, one of the most primal and yet most overlooked signs that a woman is secretly aroused is the subtle shift in her breathing. It's one of those cues that no one can fake because it's not a choice, it's biological. When attraction kicks in, her body starts to respond before her mind has even caught up. Her heartbeat quickens, her blood flow increases, and her breathing pattern changes. It's faster, shallower, or sometimes more noticeable. You'll see it in the small details, the slight rise and fall of her chest, the way her shoulders move when she exhales, or how she pauses mid-sentence as if she suddenly forgot what she was about to say. Now, here's the thing. This isn't just because she's nervous or shy. This is her body's way of processing energy. When she's around someone she's drawn to, her senses heighten. Every word, every glance, every small touch, even if it's accidental, feels amplified. Her breathing follows that rhythm. It becomes the soundtrack to her desire, quiet, delicate, and involuntary. Picture this, you're talking to her in a crowded room. The conversation flows easily, but when you move a little closer, something changes. She doesn't step back, she breathes in. It's almost imperceptible, but it's there. That small intake of air is her body reacting to your proximity, to your voice, to the atmosphere between you. It's instinct, not strategy. And here's where awareness becomes your secret weapon. Most men miss this entirely because they're focused on what to say next. But if you can tune in, if you can listen not just with your ears, but with your intuition, you'll start noticing these delicate rhythms. Her breathing syncs with yours when she feels comfortable. That's not imagination, it's called physiological mirroring. Her body unconsciously aligns with yours when she's emotionally and physically connected. It's the same phenomenon that happens between dancers or two people deeply in sync. They move, breathe, and pause together without realizing it. So if you notice her breath starting to match your own, slowing when you slow, deepening when you deepen, it's not just a coincidence, it's chemistry speaking in its most ancient language. Now, let's be clear, this doesn't mean you point it out or draw attention to it. The moment you do, the magic disappears. Attraction lives in awareness, not analysis. Instead, meet her there subtly, lower your own breathing, let your tone soften, create space in the silence. That shared rhythm becomes a kind of invisible dialogue between you. It tells her, I'm here, I'm present, you can relax. And that's the paradox of female arousal. It doesn't thrive on pressure, it thrives on safety. When she feels seen, when she feels understood, when she senses that you're not rushing to make something happen, her body naturally opens up. Her breathing deepens not out of anxiety, but out of comfort and connection. Sometimes this shift happens so subtly that even she doesn't realize it. Maybe her sentences start breaking into smaller phrases, or she exhales right after you speak. Maybe her lips part slightly when she's listening, another natural response to heightened attraction. These micro behaviors are quiet invitations. The key isn't to react, it's to match her energy. The goal is not control, but harmony. You're not leading her, you're aligning with her. And that's what makes this so powerful. When two people breathe in sync, it's more than physical, it's emotional. It's a silent agreement that says, I feel this too. So the next time you sense that change, the faint shift in her rhythm, the soft catch in her breath, the quiet inhale when your eyes meet, understand what it really means. Her body is responding to the moment. Her guard is down. The connection is real. And that's not lust. That's chemistry. The kind that doesn't shout, it whispers. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but when it comes to attraction, they're also the loudest truth tellers in the room. A woman might hide her feelings behind confidence, words, or a polite smile, but her eyes, they'll always give her away. When she's secretly aroused or deeply drawn to you, her gaze becomes charged with energy. It's not just looking anymore, it's feeling. Here's what most people miss. Attraction isn't always in the big gestures. It's in those fleeting, almost invisible moments where her eyes linger half a second too long. That's where her desire hides, quietly, beautifully, uncontrollably. You'll notice it when she's listening to you. Maybe she locks eyes, then glances down, usually toward your mouth, before quickly looking away as if she caught herself. That tiny flicker is one of the oldest, most primal signals of attraction. It's called the triangle gaze. Her eyes move between yours and your lips. That's her subconscious saying, I'm thinking about what it might feel like to be closer to you. And it's not just the direction of her gaze, it's the quality of it. When a woman is secretly aroused, her pupils dilate, her focus softens. It's as if she's not just seeing you, but absorbing you. Her eyes look warmer, deeper, almost like they're holding a secret conversation you're both pretending not to hear. This kind of eye contact doesn't feel casual, it feels magnetic. It creates a pull between you, a tension that feels both thrilling and calm. And here's the beauty of it. This connection doesn't rely on words. It lives in silence, in stillness, in those few seconds when your eyes meet and the air thickens. Now, most men panic when that happens. They break eye contact, laugh nervously, or talk too fast to escape the intensity. But those moments are where attraction is born. Because holding eye contact isn't just about confidence, it's about presence. It's saying, I see you. I'm here. I'm not afraid of what's happening between us. When she feels that, when she senses that you can stay calm in that charged silence, her body relaxes into it. That's when desire deepens from curiosity into connection. Another subtle sign you'll notice is blinking. When a woman is aroused, her blink rate changes. Sometimes it slows down because she's focusing. Other times it speeds up because adrenaline is flowing. Either way, it's her body's involuntary response to emotional stimulation. And then there's that spark of mirroring again. When she's connected to you, her eyes will start to mimic your rhythm. If you narrow your gaze slightly, she'll unconsciously do the same. If you soften your expression, hers softens too. It's her subconscious trying to align with your emotional frequency. But perhaps the most telling moment is when she looks at you and then tries not to. That quick break of eye contact, followed by a shy smile or a nervous laugh, that's not disinterest, that's vulnerability. It's her way of managing the emotional intensity of what she's feeling. So, what should you do when you notice these signs? Nothing except be still. Don't rush to comment on her eyes or say something flirty. Just let the silence hold both of you. Let her feel that you're grounded enough to handle the moment. Because in that space, her imagination does the rest. Attraction isn't just built through words, it's built through awareness. Her eyes might never say the words, I want you, but they'll whisper them through every glance, every hesitation, every unspoken pause between you. And that's the art of real chemistry. It's not spoken, it's felt. When you can hold her gaze without fear, without forcing anything, you're showing her something rare. Emotional presence, and that more than looks or charm is what makes her body and her eyes respond. Because when a woman's eyes give her away, it's not just attraction, it's surrender. And in that moment, she's not just seeing you, she's feeling you. When a woman is secretly aroused, something fascinating happens. Her energy shifts from calm and composed to playful and teasing. It's one of the clearest emotional transformations you can witness, yet it's so subtle that most people completely miss its meaning. See, playfulness isn't random. It's a release valve. It's how her body and emotions handle the growing tension between comfort and desire. It's her way of saying, I feel something here, without ever having to say it aloud. You'll notice this playfulness in her tone, her gestures, and even in how she jokes with you. She might tease you lightly, find humor in small things, or exaggerate her reactions just to keep the energy light. This isn't just friendliness, it's her subconscious creating a safe space to flirt. It's her way of letting intimacy slip in between the laughter. Think about it. When a woman feels relaxed, but also attracted, she can't stay completely serious. Her body starts craving movement. She might lean closer, tap your arm when she laughs, or playfully challenge something you said. Those little touches or moments of banter aren't random, they're emotional bridges. Touch, even if casual, is a natural byproduct of playfulness. She might adjust your collar, brush something off your shoulder, or tap your hand as she speaks. These gestures seem innocent on the surface, but underneath, they're testing comfort, curiosity, and chemistry. It's her way of exploring how you respond. And here's what's really important. Playfulness doesn't come from lust. It comes from safety. A woman can only be teasing and flirty when she feels comfortable enough to drop her guard. When she knows she won't be judged, rushed, or misunderstood. That's why genuine humor and emotional intelligence are such powerful attractors. They make her feel seen and safe. The more she feels emotionally secure, the more her femininity starts to shine through. Her laughter becomes freer, her gestures more expressive, her body language opens up, she faces you directly. Her hands stay visible, her posture becomes relaxed. She's no longer trying to control the moment, she's enjoying it. Now, you might notice she starts to challenge you a bit. Maybe she calls you out playfully or disagrees just to see how you'll react. This is a subtle test of emotional depth. She wants to see if you can stay centered, confident without being defensive. When you pass that test with calm, charm, and humor, the attraction deepens. Playfulness is also her way of managing emotional intensity, because as desire builds, so does vulnerability. Humor diffuses that tension. It gives her an emotional outlet. So when she teases, laughs, or lightly provokes you, she's balancing out what she's feeling inside. But make no mistake, beneath that laughter is often something deeper. That sparkle in her eyes when she jokes, that's curiosity, that's excitement, that's chemistry translating itself through laughter. So how should you respond when you sense that playfulness? Simple, mirror it, but don't exaggerate it. Match her tone, tease back gently, and keep your energy light. Don't try to make her laugh harder, make her feel understood. And here's the key: know when to slow it down, because playfulness is the doorway to deeper connection, but you can't rush through it. There's always a moment right after the laughter fades where the air between you changes. The smiles linger. The silence grows heavier. That's where attraction quietly shifts from fun to intimate. In that pause, don't speak, just let her feel the stillness. That's the moment she realizes it's not just fun anymore, it's magnetic. So when she becomes playful, understand that it's not just having a good time, it's her body's way of testing connection, comfort, and chemistry all at once. It's her way of saying, I feel safe enough to show you who I am. And when a woman reaches that place, when she's teasing, laughing, and glowing with that effortless energy, you're not just in her mind anymore, you're in her emotions. Because behind every playful touch and every teasing smile lies the most beautiful truth of all. She's not just enjoying your company, she's feeling you. When it comes to attraction, few signals are as powerful and as deeply subconscious as mirroring. It's the silent dance two people perform when they're completely in sync without even realizing it. And when a woman is secretly aroused or emotionally drawn to you, her body begins to echo yours. It starts subtly. You lean back, she leans back. You cross one leg over the other. She does the same a few moments later. You take a sip of your drink, and seconds later, she mirrors that exact movement. It's not imitation, it's connection. It's her subconscious saying, I feel safe here. I'm with you. This kind of synchronization is not something she plans. It's her body's natural response to emotional alignment. In psychology, it's known as limbic resonance, a phenomenon where two nervous systems sync up when emotional rapport is strong. Simply put, her body begins to reflect your energy because she's feeling your presence on a deep, intuitive level. Think about it this way. Mirroring is nature's nonverbal way of building trust. It's the body's language for we're in harmony. And when attraction enters the picture, that harmony turns into rhythm, slow, sensual, almost magnetic. You'll see it in how she adjusts her posture to match yours. If you're leaning forward with genuine interest, she'll mirror that openness. If you're relaxed, her body starts to mirror that relaxation too. She unconsciously aligns her gestures, timing, and tone with yours because she's emotionally attuned. It's a form of physical empathy, her body responding to the chemistry between you. Now, this mirroring doesn't stop at body posture, it extends to her expressions and micro movements. She might mimic your smile, tilt her head the same way you do, or even start using your favorite phrases. The more connected she feels, the more those tiny reflections appear. Here's the fascinating part. Mirroring happens because attraction triggers comfort and curiosity. At the same time, she feels safe enough to open up, but also intrigued enough to want to align with you. It's both a signal of trust and desire, a perfect balance between emotional safety and romantic tension. You might also notice rhythm matching. When your gestures, laughter, or pauses start sensing, you finish speaking, she exhales. You shift your weight, she subtly follows. Even the speed of your speech starts to match. This shared rhythm creates an invisible loop of energy, making you both feel understood without saying a word. And here's the key: when she mirrors you, she's not trying to impress, she's trying to connect. Her body is subconsciously saying, I feel what you feel. That's why confident, grounded energy is so magnetic, because she's reading not just your words, but your state. So if you're anxious, fidgety, or scattered, she'll feel that too and pull back. But if you're calm, centered, and grounded, she'll mirror that energy, and attraction deepens effortlessly. Because true desire doesn't grow from force, it grows from emotional safety. This is why great conversationalists and emotionally intelligent men seem naturally irresistible. They create a space where a woman can relax into herself. Her body language begins to mirror theirs, not because of tricks, but because of resonance. She feels aligned emotionally and physically. Now, here's how to handle it. When you notice her mirroring you, don't point it out. Don't try to use it. Just become even more intentional with your energy. Slow down. Be present. Let your tone stay calm and grounded. When she senses that steadiness, her body naturally continues to align with yours. That's when connection shifts from playful to magnetic, from conscious to instinctive, because mirroring isn't just a sign that she's attracted. It's a sign that she trusts you. Her body is saying what her words won't. I feel safe enough to meet you where you are. And that's the ultimate signal of hidden arousal. Not lust disguised as touch, but harmony disguised as coincidence. So when her gestures start to mirror yours, when her energy seems to flow with yours, it's not random. It's rhythm. It's chemistry. It's connection in its purest, quietest form. And in that moment, you're not just standing across from her. You're in sync with her. Her breath, her movement, her energy, all subtly aligned with yours. That's not flirting anymore. That's chemistry becoming communication. So, what do all these hidden signs truly mean? The truth is, attraction isn't always loud. It's often quiet, subtle, and deeply human. When a woman plays with her hair, bites her lip, leans closer, or mirrors your movements, she isn't just flirting. Her body is speaking a language her mind might not even be aware of. These gestures reveal trust, curiosity, and desire, all woven into the silent rhythm of connection. But here's the real secret. Attraction thrives not because you chase it, but because you create the space for it to unfold naturally. When you stay grounded, authentic, and emotionally aware, you become the kind of man who doesn't need to seek attention. It finds you. Women don't respond to perfection. They respond to presence. So the next time you're talking to someone and you sense those quiet signs, her pupils dilate, her voice softens, her body aligns with yours, don't rush to interpret. Just be there. Hold eye contact. Listen deeply. Let the energy breathe. Because when you meet her with calm confidence instead of performance, that's when real attraction takes root. If you found this breakdown powerful, don't just watch, reflect. Start noticing the language beyond words. Observe how energy moves between two people. That's where true understanding lies. And if you want to master this unspoken psychology of attraction even deeper, stay tuned. Because this is where connection turns into chemistry. And chemistry into something unforgettable.